What is up, guys? Ghost Horrify here, aka Blade Horrify, bringing you guys part 2 of Doki Doki Literature Club. Alright, let's get into this. Let's hope some major shit happens now. Okay, I have an idea for everyone. Natsuki and Yuki look quizzically at Monica. Let's go. I'll go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That's why everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, none of we have a new member, I think. Okay, I think I fixed the lag problem. I think I fixed it. Strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Horrify? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back with the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth in what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said this. I never said I would join this club. Why did he put an exclamation mark on it? Like, what, does he yell that out or something? Like, everyone's all like, she's all happy about it. She's like frozen in her happy moment. Like, once I say that, she's just stuck like, So you may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eye. Wow, shit. But I'm sorry, I thought or you all sink down a little bit, like you're just your knees give out. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make clear-headed decision with this when it's like this? What if the writing poems here are to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature. Oh god, everyone jumps up. By the one, let's go. Everyone, I was light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Smashing. Sarah wraps her arms around me, jumping up and. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Yeah, you'd be super pissed. Okay, Michael Jackson up again. Her hair is just in her mouth. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, guys. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so we all can share. Monica looks over at me once more. Horrify, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. And Michael Jackson. Yeah, I can really impress the class, star Monica with a mediocre writing skills. I already feel it, the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Horrify, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Sure. That's right, Cesare and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Alright. With that, the two of us departed in the club room to make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Yes, Pute. Alright, I just need to make the most of the circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Yes, because I'm totally not an asshole. Well, then I guess that starts with the writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. What about you? Shit. Well, I like her the most. Out of all these, she's the nicest. We always gotta go with the nicest. Okay, okay. Not anime, because then that'll get her. Beauty? Broken? Oh god, that was with her. Uh, Alone? That's her too? Fudge Knuckles. Starscape. Yeah! Raindrops? Yeah! Landscape? Yeah! Extreme Mouse, Whisper Promise Filler, game? Okay, that's her. Small Playground, Inferno, Kiss, Horror, Vivid, Fear, Philosophy, Cage, Fun. Inferno. Crawling in my skin, these wounds will not heal. Fantasy. Oh, really? Lucky Bunny, Headphones, Bouncy, Sunset, Disarray, Loud, Sunny, Socks, Hurt. Sunset? Hopeless, Fireflies, Chocolate Play, Undying. Fireflies. That's her too. God damn it! Rose, Embrace, Charm, Comfort, Cute, Whirlwind, Memories, Lust, Who's Lust? Oh, it's up! Valentine, Happiness, Excitement, Lipstick, Amazing, Infidel. Skirt, Milk, Disown, and Trope. Yeah. Let's go with Ocean, Electricity, Jump, Romance, Holiday, Shopping, Heaven, Summer, Crimson. Let's try Crimson. Commentation, Empty, Hot, Kawaii, Papa, Sing, Nightgown, Nightgown? That's her. Vacation, Marriage, Massive, Ribbon, Swimsuit Time, Whistle, Color, Death, Bigger, Jesus. Rhythm, no, that's her. Email, Hair, Doki Doki. Pout, Pink, Candy, Ambient, Insight, Universe? Melody, Pain, Prayer, Poop, Boop, I said poop. Eternity, Melancholy, Sugar, Shame, Fireworks, Fireworks. That's a her. Lazy, Vitality, Dazzle, Awesome, Imagination, Shiny, Rain Cloud, Secret, Rain Cloud? That's her. Damn! I don't think I'm gonna be impressing you. I mean, I like these two out of these two are my favorite. It'd be her, and then her. Extraordinary, Waterfall, Marshmallow, Peace, After Image, Unstable, Dance, Destiny, Infinite, Feather. Waterfall? Okay. Hi again, Horrify. Oh, sorry, girlfriend messaged me. Okay. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Not this way. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at Literature Club. Well, at least I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Horrify. I hope this isn't too overwhelming or a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. This is why I don't like you. First year. Story told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan on to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Who's talking? Natsuki. You're Natsuki, right? Or I don't even know. Okay, yeah, you're Natsuki. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wow, clap back. Finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Monica plops back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. Horify always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How defendable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on... Jesus. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. I know you're jealous. How come you and Horify can be good friends too? Yuri, as usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something to, you know? Wait, Sayori, what? I don't think I read that right. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it seem like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that sure? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, yeah. This big ass dildo. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted to. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take that book. I wonder what I enthusiastically take the book looks like. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I'll look forward to hearing what you think. Not everyone said that, and I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Well, that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she is waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. She's gonna finally come out of that. Ha! Jokes. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book as she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh. The music changed. Crap, I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and her eyes meet for a split second. I like her eyes. But that only makes her hide face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. You're just looking at my tits, but it's cute. If I was focused, I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place, but I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... The book that you gave me, right? I wanted to read some of it. Not for any particular reason, yes, make it obvious. Just curious on how you have two copies of the same book. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Oh no, I accidentally bought two of them. There's some fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. That's what she said. But it is what she said, so. Joke's irrelevant, Blade. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What is it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol of the front cover. It's fucking Illuminati. She's gonna get me into a cult. Alright. Just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this this girl in high school who has big jumba unga unga pungados, who moves in with her long lost young sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment. Oh, Jesus Christ. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark. Fuck yeah, fudge yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you don't like cussing, I apologize. It slips out there and there. Please don't hit me. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. It's always where is this yaw coming from? It's always the nice, innocent looking ones that are into the weirdest, kinkiest, dark things. Are you not a fan of sort of thing? I mean, my name's fucking horrifying. Stupid or something? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive, and the outside of her mind seems to be completely different. It's just those kinds of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a strange, new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because of someone that wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals and their own philosophy that they can believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out of the naive one, letting the one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I mean, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again, I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize, I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem when I let things like, writing fill my thoughts. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Well, at least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might be as well as getting started reading it right. You don't have to. Well, what are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book and I put it into my bag. Alright, fine, I sit here. It's fine if I sit here, right? I step into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not... God, why can I not read? It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri meant about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It's like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I didn't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... okay, your eyes disappeared. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then my whole book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean a little bit, our shoulders almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess this makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left... Oh, finally, some new things happening. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm and the right side of the book. The way I turn my page, Yuri slides it under your thumb. Where are these yawns coming from? I needed some water, sorry. The way I turn the page, Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips on her side. Some good quality H2O. But in the holding it like this, we're huddled even closer to... Things are getting intimate. It's actually kind of distracting me, as if I can feel warmth of Yuri's face and as she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh. I turn to the page. Sorry. I think I got distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. Oh, now she's like, I like that. I like how they, like, you guys get what I mean. You're not used to reading, right? Like, it's interactive a little bit. It's not just these frames. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own voluntation. I hope I said that right. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning pages almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but want to smash? The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses a lot of her things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but there's kind of reminiscence. There we go, of some of your mannerisms. I could see. Yuri remains silent for a moment, but horrified. That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Oh shit. Good job. Good job, horrified. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything, so I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant it in a kind of cute. What are you saying? What are you saying all? What are you saying? What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time, but if we wait too long... Yuri tells Freda, finishing her thought. Is that... Alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Nah, it's not that. It's fine. Looses his hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight, or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have to be too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, I feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make mental note if I was where I left off in the book, then slip back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, I did. Alright, I did. Get off my back. I can't believe I agreed to something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, not everyone's ready. Why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on the wrinkled sheet of loses her leaf torn. What? From a spiral of the book. Excuse me. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly... Why can I not read right now? Completely comply as well, reaching into their bags. I'll do the same myself. Alright. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's go with Yuri, since I like her the most. Yuri seems to be the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What is that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her multiple but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Heroes, imaginary, and metaphors indicate you've been writing a lot of poetry before. Well, fun fact, lady. Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. That's actually my first time, really. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. I just met, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along with the words of the poem as it's breaking down through... What? I skipped and I didn't even finish reading that word. Yeah, okay. This is a reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that usually are typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying to get to the horror. And also that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? And, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing herself to me or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts and the process behind it. Your response remains as if it's a rare opportunity for her. But to herself, it's kind of funny. After all, this is supposed to be okay. Ghost under the lot. The fucking, what? Click outside the, to continue, okay. Alright, okay, sit a little closer. The 10 trills of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow. Bathing. It must be this one, at least remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, claiming calm. What? Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickens. I flicken back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. I just can't read in cursive. What? It wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Where are these notes coming from? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem, even though it's short and really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems, not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mid. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Horify. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and express it in their work. They usually do more than that. They tell some story, paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. Nada. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I really was nervous about doing all of this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I wanted to keep doing my best for you, Horify. Me too. Alright, who should I share my poem with next? Actually, I think that's all the time we have for this episode. I don't want to keep these too long, but I feel like I might have to. So maybe for the next one I'll keep it a bit longer. Obviously, this playthrough is going to be a long one. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, if you guys, and also don't forget to subscribe. Yeah. I don't know if I'll be doing a 200 follower thing. I know I did one for my 100 follower, but I know we're closing in on 200. I think I only have like 10 more subscribers left, and then I hit 200. I don't know if I'll be doing anything, but if I do, I'll sure as hell be tweeting about it, or I'll let you guys know in the next one. So yeah, please follow me on Twitter, and also catch me on Twitch. I do stream almost daily, so yeah, if you want to catch me on the live, you know, I can actually talk to you, or you know, we can interact. Yeah, check me out on there. That's all I got today, guys. I still don't have a set outro. I need to work on that. I really do. I should probably I should really have a set outro. So alrighty, guys. That'll be it. Bye bye.